everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about isometrics. There's two main categories of isometrics. They're known as yielding and overcoming. Yielding is also called HIMA, which is spelled H-I-M-A, and it stands for holding isometric action. And then overcoming is known as PIMA, which is pushing or pulling isometric muscle action. On this side I have purpose-built isometric devices, and on this side I have things you can find at home. So I'm going to start with the Bullworker. Now the Bullworker combines yielding and overcoming isometrics. So the overcoming part is setting it in place. Initially that's an overcoming, but as I start to fatigue and this starts to try to push outwards, now that becomes a yielding isometrics. And the wall itself you can use for overcoming isometrics or yielding isometrics. For overcoming isometrics, be like pushing against the wall, and yielding would be like a wall sit. You can also do a plank on the ground. That's a yielding isometrics. And then another purpose-built isometric straps here. This is the Worldfit Iso Loop. You can adjust it with a cam buckle. So you could wrap that around your leg and pull apart. You can also use it for your arms. You could pull outwards. There's so many things you can do with this. This video is not about every exercise you can do with these devices. This is just to show you an idea of how to do isometrics at home. This is a forearm forklift strap. It's got multiple loops in here, 3 on each side. One way I use this is I wrap it around my back, and I learned this from Steve Maxwell. He's got a good isometric course out there using the forearm forklift strap. Put that over the foot. Notice how I crossed it. And again, this isn't a tutorial on how to use these. This is just to show you an idea of how you can do isometrics at home. And then you push up, so it's basically like a belt squat. Another item from Worldfit. Worldfit's strap. This one has cam buckles on both sides, so you can adjust it. It goes very, very long. You can wrap it around your back and do like a chest press. And it's long enough that you can stand on it and go overhead. Then there's mobility sticks from Stick Mobility. Now you can go inwards and outwards in every single angle you can think of. They've got a couple of longer sticks. You can anchor them in place and push your leg out against it. There's a bit of a bend, so it's got cortical inhibition there. Then on the other side, got a martial art belt. It could be a towel or a rope. Again, you can pull in various directions. You can wrap it around your legs. You can stand on it, do squats. You can even use yoga blocks. So you can put that between your knees and squeeze, between your arms and squeeze. It's only limited to your imagination, the things you can do. A stick or a broomstick, anything like that. Again, you can push inwards and outwards from various angles. Foam roller. You put that between your knees and squeeze. Could be from a seated position, lying position. Put that between your arms and squeeze, between your hands and squeeze. You can do isometrics on your own body. You can push your hands together. You can push down on your thighs like you're trying to do a crunch, but your arms are straight and it's stopping you. If your arms weren't there, you'd fly forward. And there's tons more, but basically a yielding isometric is just yielding to gravity. And an overcoming isometrics is using an immovable object to press against, immovable and unbreakable object to press against. How long you press depends on what you're going for. If you're going for strength, anywhere from 5 to 7 seconds or so is ideal for bone building and ultimate strength. Then you have longer duration holds to build your stamina and repair your tendons, focusing on softer tissues like that. It all depends on what your goals are, but basically isometrics is holding a position without moving your joints and contracting your muscles. You could even do that like flexing, like bodybuilders. So flexing your muscles like so without joint movement, that's an isometric as well. Standing within a calf raise and holding, that's an isometric as well. You can do it in 1 foot. Just make sure you're balanced for that. You can do various angles as well. But once you set a position, you stay still, you don't move your joints. That's ideal for people with arthritis, so it doesn't build friction in the joints. Different types of arthritis, osteoarthritis, the cartilage is wearing away in the joints, so certain movements is rubbing bone on bone. So not ideal to be doing dynamic exercises, but an isometric, you can find a position where there's no pain and then go from there to build your strength. There's different studies out there saying that different ranges can be strengthened. Some will say 10 to 15 degrees. So if I start here, it would work 10 degrees up here and 10 degrees below. But others say that these studies are very precise and insignificant as far as the regular person is concerned. They're only significant if you're doing scientific research. But if slight numbers don't mean a bit difference to you, if you're just a regular person, not going for fractions of seconds difference and stuff like that, then you could probably do 90-degree angles, isometrics, and it would strengthen the whole range of the joint. And again, if you're not going for anything specific, you just want to get stronger, more stable, if you're doing it for health and fitness, then you don't necessarily have to go through all the ranges, but you can do different positions. For example, a bicep curl, you could do palms up, palms down, palms in, and then on an angle as well, and that works different muscles. But isometrics are great for people that have arthritis or any type of joint pain. And a 30-second isometric quad exercise is the equivalent to a 30-second sprint. So if you have arthritis or have been sedentary or are overweight, sprinting is not ideal to start off with, so isometrics would be great for that. You can get a cardio workout from isometrics, because cardio, the reason your heart and lungs increase, heart rate increase respiration, is because of muscle activation. And isometrics are ideal for muscle activation. They activate your muscles closer to 100%, whereas isotonic or dynamic motion activates your muscles about 85, 90 some percent, whereas isometric is 95 to 100 or so. So the ideal thing for fitness is to activate your muscles, and isometrics is the ultimate for doing that. So you can get a good cardio workout in, a good strength workout in, stamina, you can tighten and tone, all without moving your joints. In the future, I'll provide more information about isometrics, and also the ultimate isometric device that's out there is called Isophit, with a PH, so I-S-O-P-H-I-T. I don't have one in my room at the time, but in a future video I will show how to use Isophit equipment as well. And the reason it's ideal is because it's quick to set up, whereas straps, you're adjusting the length and trying to find out what is the ideal length. Bullworker is good, but it involves a dynamic motion to set it in place, and if you have really severe joint limitations, any slight movement can sometimes aggravate your joint inflammation. Stick mobility is really good, but very costly sticks, so if that's not in your budget, you can look to other pieces of equipment. Forearm forklift strap is relatively inexpensive. You get 2 in a package typically. So hope you like this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, comment on it, and I'll see you in the future.